Okay, welcome. Today we are going to work on a quick video of doing some core movements and then wrap it up with a lower body stretch at the end. We're going to do everything from the ground today, so you don't really need much equipment. Grab your mat, grab your water, and then I'm going to have a resistance band with me if you want to progress some of the movements to make them a little bit more difficult. That is totally optional for you as well. And grab a towel and get started. So our first move we have is we are going to do some kicks, some scissors, and then we're going to do an open and lift move, working our lower abs. So to get into place, we're going to do every move for 20 seconds, and we're going to do 3 rounds of each. Okay, so I'm going to grab my timer here, go ahead and get it started. We have a 10-second break in between each one. You're going to come into like that C curve position. Make sure that you are not curving your back. You're at that angle, and you're going to use your hands if you need to prop yourself up. Your legs are going to come out, and we are just going to kick the legs like a scissor kick up and down, up and down. Okay, we're going to go for 20 seconds for the first move. Here we go. Make sure you are breathing and not holding your breath. Like I said, if you need to modify, you can go ahead and put your hands down to support yourself. If you need weights on the ground, you can hold on to the weights too. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Quick 10-second break. We're going to come back to the same position, and we're going to scissor our legs back and forth. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Scissor the legs. 10 more seconds here. Don't hold the breath. Make sure you're breathing. And rest. Next movement, you're going to come back to that same position. You're going to open and lift. Open and lift. Ready? Here we go. Lean it back. Open the legs. Lift. Open and lift. Inhale, exhale to lift. Inhale, exhale to lift. Good. Take a rest. We're going to do that 2 more rounds. If you want to make it more difficult, you can add that resistance band onto your ankles here. Okay, so we're going to start with those flutter kicks. We're going to go in 7 seconds. Get into position. Hands down if you need it. Lift the legs and kick. Ten more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Good rest. Scissor kicks are next. If you're using the resistance band, make sure you're pushing full resistance against the band. All the way back, down, scissor, out, scissor. 4, 2, and 1. Rest. Out and lift for the next one. 3, 2, and 1. Lean it back. Open and lift. Open and lift. 3, 2, and 1. Good. One more round. You should be feeling it by this round. 3, 2, and 1. Lean it back. Pick it up. 3, 2, and 1. If you're feeling too much pressure on your low back too, you can always go ahead and put like a Bosu ball behind you or a pillow, something to prop up your low back against. Scissors, out and in. If you have one of those yoga balls, you can put a yoga ball behind your back too. 4, 2, and 1. Last one. Out and lift. 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, felt it on that one. Okay. Moving on, we're moving on to the next circuit. We have seated single leg lifts, like a single leg bicycle. And then on the other side, and then we're going to do both. So it's kind of like doing a bicycle, but from a seated position. Same thing, if this is causing too much pressure on your low back, you can do the bicycle from the laying down position as well. So we're gonna go for a single leg bicycle. We're gonna bring it up and tap it back down from that 45-degree angle. Okay, then we're gonna switch it to the other side. It's the same thing. And then we're gonna alternate left to right. And then you can add your resistance band on for round 2 and 3 if you would like, or you can start it from the beginning. It's up to you. Okay, turn this way so you can see the single leg. I'm going to start with my left leg, come back to that angle here, hand behind my head, lift and lower. I'm exhaling as I cross over. 3 and 1. Good rest. Other side. Extend the legs out, hand behind the head. Pull that elbow to knee. 3, 2, and 1. Good rest. We're going to alternate. Stretch it out. Here we go, alternating it. Like I said, if this is too much on your low back, go ahead and lay down. Do the same movements while you're laying down. 3, 2, and 1. Good, rest it. Okay, I'm going to add the resistance band for round 2. Add it around my feet. Here we go. Lift. And rest. Good. 4 more seconds of your break. Other side. Lean it back. Cross it over. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! We're going to alternate. Ready? Lean it back. Pull. Slow and controlled. Nothing speedy about this round. 3 and 1. Good. Rest. One more round from the top. Starting with that left side. Here we go. Pull, release. Four. And rest. Other side. Ten more seconds here. 3 and rest. Last one on our seated bicycles, alternating. Extend the legs out. Hands behind the head. Here we go. Three, two, and one. Woo. Yes. Okay, we are moving on to our third circuit. This one we're going to be in a bridge position. So you're going to be here. You're going to be up in your elevated bridge position here. You're going to go ahead and put your right leg up. You're going to flex it down and point it up. Flex down, point it up. Okay, that's your first one. Second one, same thing. You're going to flex down and point up. And then for our third movement, we're going to come up to a V-sit. You're going to hold it here. So if you only can do the hold, that's fine. If you need to hold here at your knees, that's fine too. Or you're going to hold and you're going to drop a hand, drop a hand. Okay, kind of like a Russian twist. That's going to be the 3 movements. Okay, so get into your bridge position. Put his flexed, flex down, point it up. Try and keep those hips in the same starting position, up as high as you can. Work those low abs. And rest, bring them down. Pop them back up. Other side. Here we go, flex down, point it up. Good, rest. Okay, your next one, you're either gonna hold it here. You can Russian twist side to side if you can. You're gonna hold it in your V, or you're gonna hold it here and tap and reach, reach, and reach. 4, and rest. Good job. Round 2. Pop it up to that bridge. Here we go, flex down, point it up. Keep those hips elevated. Good, rest. Other side. 3, 2, pop it up. Here we go, flex down, point it up. Good, rest. Legs up and reach. Seven more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Good, one more round. Pop it up. Flex down. Point it up. Rest. Lift it up. Other side. Flex it down. Point it up. And rest. Last one. Here we go. Tap and tap. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Bring those knees into the chest. Rock them side to side. Okay, from here, we're going to go into our stretches. So we're going to stretch out our lower body. Have a long week of working lower body. You need a good stretch on it. So we're going to bring one knee into our chest here and extend out the other leg nice and straight. Hold the leg in here. Now, if you have a strap or a towel, you can go ahead and use that to help you with any of the movements here too. If you don't, that's fine. We're going to just hold it here. Take a big inhale in and exhale it out. Feel that low back go into the ground. One more, inhale in and exhale out. Good, go ahead and lift the leg towards the ceiling. If you can, grab on to the highest point of your leg. It can be behind the thigh, be behind the knee, behind the calf, at the ankle. And I want you to give it a little pull, not a tug, a little bit of a pull to get a little bit of a stretch on it. Just pulse it a little bit towards you and get that stretch. Now that's where if you have a strap or you have a towel and you want a little bit more with it, I don't have my strap near me, but I do have my towel. You can go ahead and wrap that around your foot and try and get a little bit of a deeper stretch with it, okay? Gonna hold it here for 4 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and put that leg back up. And now we're going to take it out to the side. If it is too much to go ahead and hold it behind the leg, you can bend the knee and take it out to the side this way, or you can hold onto the back of the leg and stretch it out to the side. Try and make sure that your shoulders are staying flat on the ground and you're not rolling into that leg. Like I said, if you need to modify, you're going to bend that knee. Okay, go ahead and lift that leg back up. Same thing, if you have that strap, you're going to go ahead and cross it over your body. Try and keep your shoulders on the ground. You can do the same thing with the knee bent and cross it over your body. You can keep the legs straight and extend it out too, but we're really trying to keep our upper body on the mats. Good, bring that leg back up. Good, slowly lower it down. Other leg comes into your chest. Hold it here. Big inhale in. Release, let that lower back go into the ground. Again, big inhale in. And exhale, let that lower back go into the ground. And extend that leg up towards the ceiling. Grab it where you can. Or take that leg out to the side, bend the knee if you need to, or fully extend it out to the side. Upper back stays on the ground. Good, bring it back up. Switch hands and cross it over your body. And hold it here. Shoulders stay on the ground. And bring it back up. Good. We're going to come into that figure 4 position. So you're going to cross your right leg over your left leg. You're going to stick your hands through and grab the back of your left leg. Pull it in towards you and hold it here. You want the stretch to be deeper, extend that leg up and pull it in towards you. Good. Release it down. Drop that foot, uncross the legs, cross over the other leg. Same thing, reach through, grab the back of that leg, pull up on the leg. Stand up the leg if you can and get a deeper stretch. Good, we're going to come into happy baby. If you can only grab onto your knees, you're going to grab onto your knees up to the side, pull them out and open. If you can flex your feet, grab onto the feet. You can give your spine a little rotation, side to side. We're going to cross the right leg over the left leg like you're sitting like a lady. Gentlemen, this might be a little bit more difficult for you to do. So the right leg is crossed over the left leg. You're going to grab onto your right leg and you're going to try and grab onto your left leg and pull down. Hold here. I can feel it on the outside of my right hip flexor. Breathe through it. Try and close your eyes. Focus on where you can feel the stretch. It shouldn't be painful, but you should feel the stretch there. You should feel something going on. Good. Unwrap the legs, cross the left leg over the right leg. Bring them down, grab onto your feet, pull them down. Now I can feel it on my left hip flexor. Hold it here, close your eyes. Breathe through the stretch. And uncross the legs. We're going to come to a seated position. We're going to do a pretzel twist. Okay, so we're going to cross the right leg over the left leg. Left elbow goes over the right. And twist. Good. Switch it out. Other side, left leg crosses over the right. Right arm crosses over the left. Pretzel twist. Good. Both legs come out straight in front of you. Left leg is going to come in as close as you can get it to. Right leg is straight. Okay. Point the toe, reach down. Try and get your nose as close as you can to your knee. And then focus on keeping your back. Try and get it flat. Good, crawl it up. Other side. Right leg tucks in, the left leg stays long. Reach down, cross over the top of it, nose to knee. Both legs come straight out in front of you. Reach as far as you can. Toes are going to be pointed. Good, flex them. Same thing if you have your towel or strap, you can do the same thing to help pull. Good, flex for 4 seconds. I'm sorry, point for 4 seconds. 2, 3, and 4. Flex for 4 seconds. 2, 3, 4. Point again for 4, 2, 3, 4, and flex again. 2, 3, and 4. Good. We're going to come down on our bellies. Hands can come underneath your forehead here. You're going to grab your ankle or the top of your foot. Good. Drop it down, switch it out. Good. Drop it down. We're going to try and grab both if you can. Grab one first, and then grab the other. Drop the head first. Just feel the stretch here, little tug on your legs. Then we're going to exhale out, and we're going to lift up. So exhale and lift. Hold for 3, 2, and 1, and melt back down. Good. And again. And melt back down. 3, 2, and 1. Drop the feet. Push the arms into a child's pose here. Stretch it back. We're going to drop the hips forward. Get that low back stretch. Rotate the hips one direction. Look back at your right foot. Shift it around to the other side. Look back at your left foot. Good. Push it up to your knees here. Cat-cow. We're going to curl up the back. Curl. And release. Again, curl it up. And release. 2 more. Curl it up. And release. 1 more. And release. Good. Right foot is going to come forward. Good. If you want to get deeper into this stretch, you're going to reach around and you're going to grab that back leg. If you cannot, that is fine. Stay here in the beginning part of the stretch and hold it here. Drop it down. Let's switch it out. Other side. Forward. If you can, go ahead and grab that leg. If you can't, stay here. Then drop it down. Both legs behind you. And reach over. You can put the leg on the further or the hand on the further leg and get a deeper stretch. And over to the other side. Okay, bring it up. You can grab both heels, lean back, stretch. If you can only go here, put your hands here and stretch it back. And roll it forward. Hands come down. Tuck your toes. Push into your downward dog. Pedal the feet left, right, left, right. You're going to kick your right leg up. Pick it up. If you can hook it open, and stretch open on those hips. Good. Good. Extend it back up to the ceiling, drop it down. Pedal those feet for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left leg comes up, kick it up. Stay here if you can. If not, hook it open if you can. And drop it down. Pedal those feet for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, crawl the hands all the way back to the feet. Slowly roll yourself up. 4 shoulder rolls back at the top. 3, and 4. 4 forward. Good. Big deep breath in. Drop your hands down. And thank yourself for coming today, for giving yourself an ab workout, and for giving yourself that deep, deep stretch that you needed on your lower body. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I'll see you next time.